Hey guys, C here. Thank you so much for clicking to join me in today's video. Today is all about my clearance pattern and fabric finds, as well as a couple goodies that I'm going to be using to keep me on task when it comes to my sewing projects. Now, before we get into that, today I am wearing Simplicity 9644 View A, and then girly behind me is another Simplicity pattern. She is 8218 and she is View B. Now I have some of my goodies here in this container, so let me share with you the fabric finds and the patterns that I want to use with them. How are we gonna do this? You know, we'll just stick it right here. Let's start with Hobby Lobby. So I went into Hobby Lobby and they have all of their fall fabric on clearance. It's 50% off. So I found this fabric here for $4.97 a yard. I just picked up 3 yards because I had no idea what I would make with it. This is I want to say it's like a reddish orange garnet color. As a matter of fact, Braven Maureen recently made a dress with this fabric, and I think she has some people calling it Brillo fabric. So the exterior is very textured, rough to the skin, but inside it is so soft and silky. Now when I came home and checked out the patterns that I have, I thought that this fabric would be great for one of these two patterns. And the first is McCall's 8348. I highlighted this pattern in my recent McCall's haul. And if you haven't had the chance to watch that, I'll definitely link it down below. But I'm thinking that View B and D or View A and D will look great with this fabric. Or we could take it back to the first pattern that I ever used, which kickstarted this creative journey that I'm sharing on YouTube, and that is Simplicity 9010. So my first make of the year, my first make after my 6-year hiatus was this pattern. It was View B with a little peekaboo back. And I loved that dress. It's still hanging up in my closet. I'm looking for a formal engagement that I can wear it to. So I need a little bit of help. You guys share with me which pattern you think will look great for this material, and I'm gonna make it. I have nowhere to wear it to, but when I do, honey, I'll be ready. So yeah, so I'd love to hear your opinion on which pattern would look great with that material, or if you have another pattern in mind that you think will look great, definitely leave that in the comments down for me below. I'll take a look at it. So that's Hobby Lobby. Let's move on to Joann's. Now, after Christmas, Joann's had clearance for 70% off. And of course, I found tons and tons of goodies, but I had to limit myself because, you know, we're trying to be good about things in 2024. So I came across this textured knit, this textured velvet. Yes. This is a textured stretch velvet. I like that. And a little subtle lime color. And I knew the perfect pattern that I wanted to use that with, and that is Simplicity 9701. Now I have another make. My first time using this pattern was the very end of 2023. It was my last make of the year. I loved it. Now I touch on that pattern in a previous video or in upcoming video, all over the place. I have so many things that I want to share with you guys, so we got a lot of videos coming or going, okay? But regardless, it will be linked down below or mentioned down below if you have to wait for it. But I highlighted on this pattern. Absolutely love it. I think this is one of my favorite patterns I've worked with thus far. Anyway, I felt like this beautiful green color as well as the texture will look so great for spring, and so I'm gonna do View B this time. I did View A the first time around. View B will look great, nice strappy heels. I'm ready for the warmth. Okay, the next fabric that I stumbled across was this I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like a little shrug, material. And so I thought it would be perfect for a cardigan, revisiting another pattern that I recently sewed. This is Simplicity $97.16. And the last year I had a beautiful strawberry knit fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby still has it as well too. And I did view C. This time around I want to do view D, just a shorter hem, and I think this fabric would look great. I am a little concerned about its shedding. I did a shed test in the store, but of course, once you start cutting it and working with it, who knows? But that is my clearance fabric find. And now I don't have the exact prices in mind. I'll go over that when I touch on them in my recent makes video. But just off the cuff, this was around $6 a yard. The velvet was around $4 a yard. And I mentioned, because I have my receipt right beside me with the Hobby Lobby was $7 a yard. Now my next fabric find, which was not on clearance, but is an honorable mention because it's something that I'm currently working on, is this Sherpa, this lime green Sherpa. And I decided I wanted to make McCall's 8019 view A with this pattern. Yeah, fleece everywhere. So if you haven't already, definitely make sure that you are subscribed and you come back. See what these fabrics and these patterns ultimately look like. I love sharing my recent makes with you because I like highlighting the ups and the downs. And I might do some sew-alongs. I might do some pattern reviews with the patterns that I haven't used before. So definitely make sure that you come back. Now, those are the clearance fabric finds. Let's get into the clearance pattern finds. Now, I was stumbling on simplicity.com and they were having a winter wonderland sale, which was a certain dollar amount off of a certain dollar amount. So it was, I think it was $15 off of $30 purchase, $20 off of $40, $25 off of $50, something like that. That really didn't impress me because, of course, we love a good $1.99 pattern sale at Joann's. What did catch my interest was the clearance tab. I had never noticed a clearance tab on the website. Clicked it, and I stumbled across a handful of items that were eligible for the 15 off of 30 sale. Okay, so I have already placed my order. I'm waiting on my patterns to be shipped and delivered. So in the meantime, I've written down the patterns that I purchased, how much they were, and of course, I'll add pictures to the video so you know what I'm talking about. I purchased 7 patterns for a grand total of $30.64. That included tax and shipping. 2 of those patterns were not on clearance, but they were on sale. And of course, I'll share those with you. But if I take the grand total and divide it by how many patterns I purchased, that is a unit price of $4.38 each, which isn't too bad. Now, of course, I love a good $1.99 pattern sale, but $4.38 isn't too bad. Just about double the price. It's better than regular price. Okay, so first pattern is Simplicity 8811. This is a clearance pattern. It was on clearance for $4. This is a Mrs. Knit sweater, scarf, and headband. I don't need any of it, but it was $4, and I thought, hey, why not? What I do like is that I can use a thicker sweater fabric, and then who doesn't love a good scarf and a headband? So what the heck? It's $4. Now the next pattern is McCall 7893. This is a fitted knit wrap dress with sleeve and length variations. I am interested in this. Now last year I made a wrap dress. It was my first time making a wrap dress. And that was my second time using a commercial pattern successfully. And I used, I think it was a McCall's pattern as well. Yes, it was McCall's 6884. And I actually been meaning to dial back and get back to this pattern. So there are a bit of similarities with this one, 6884 and 7893. But once again, it was $4. So, yeah. So we'll give that a try. and I'm eager to go shopping for some spring fabric so I can go ahead and make that. Next up is McCall's 79.97. This is a loose fitting lined double breasted sleeveless or long sleeve blazer dress, and I am here for it. I'm incredibly surprised that this was on clearance for $4. This ties in with my Make 9 sewing challenge for 2024, as well as some of my sewing goals. So if you haven't already seen that video, definitely make sure that you do so. I share with you, of course, my sewing goals for 2024, as well as my Make 9 challenge, my first time doing a Make 9 challenge. Working with linings as well as more woven fabrics are things that I touch on in my goals. So I'm really excited to work on that. The sewing rating on that pattern is average. I am intimidated, that's for sure. But oh God, it looks so good. All right. Next is McCall's 8007. Now this is a pattern that was not on clearance, but it was on sale. It was on sale for $13.97. This is a Mrs. Pants pattern, and I think it would be a great pair of jeans. This ties into another item that I mentioned on my Make 9. I do want to make a pair of denim jeans this year, so I'm considering this pattern for that challenge. It has flared hems, belt carriers, and fly front. Never done any of that stuff, but this is an easy pattern, so I'm excited for that to get here, and I plan on making that a little later in the year. Mentally, I'm not there yet, but I will be soon. All right. Next is McCall's 8035. Now this is a Mrs. dress. It has a wrap front bodice, elastic raised waist, tulip and elastic hem puff sleeves, hemline ruffle, ankle length, side slit, yada yada yada. This is not a pattern that I would typically gravitate to, but it was $4, so wasn't really losing much, and I felt like it would push me to work with fabrics that I don't typically work with, which ties into one of my sewing goals for the year, which is working with fabrics that I don't typically work with. So we'll see how that goes. That is McCall's 8035. Next is McCall's 8040. This is a V-neck Mrs. top with princess seams and button front top and long puff sleeves, different length variations. I also would not have gravitated to this pattern if it wasn't for the fact that it was $4. But it does tie in with one of my sewing goals as well, which is working with buttons. So 2024 is definitely my sewing year. I'm super excited for this year. Drop the baby, and now I can focus on making some really exciting apparel that is fitted to my new body. And you know, I'm excited. I'm loving it. So that is McCall's 8040, and the last pattern is McCall's 8272. Now this pattern was not on clearance. I paid $14.67. So even though it wasn't on clearance, it was on sale. And as I mentioned previously, this was my last pattern that I picked up. This is a purse pattern, and I've never done a purse before, but once again, it ties into one of my goals for this year, as well as the Make 9 challenge, and that is to make a purse or bag. I made a tote bag a few weeks ago, and I highlighted that in my recent makes. I don't want another tote bag. I didn't feel like that was challenging enough. So here we are. I want to make a purse, work with different materials that I never considered, a little vinyl here or a leather there or a pleather, I don't know. But all these purses, there are 5 different views, and some of them have zipper closure, some of them have flap, some of them have magnet closure, and they all have an inside pocket. So that is McCall's 8272, and I'm excited for that to get here. Now, the last 2 things I want to share with you, I'm really excited about, and I'm kind of geeking out over them. I might be a little bit of a nerd, but I recently purchased some notepads in bulk. These are 3x5 inch memo pads. And what I've been doing is, now this isn't the one that I'm currently working on. The one I'm currently working on is actually in my purse. But what I've been doing is writing down the patterns that I'm interested in. So just in case I stumble into the fabric store or I realize that there is a pattern sale and I already have all the patterns that I want written down. Now, I've also learned that on Simplicity, I can create a wish list. And so I have them wish listed as well, but I haven't written down in my pad. Then any projects that I'm working on, all the notions that I need or the type of material that I need, the yardage that I need, that really helps me because what I have been doing is taking a picture of the pattern. I take a picture of the front, I take a picture of the back, and I zoom in on the size, and I zoom in on how many yards of material I need, and then I zoom in on the materials, the notions. I mean, it's just doing so much, right? But here, I'm realizing I just have it written out, and it's with me all the time in my purse. And it's just so helpful. It just takes a lot of stress out of the shopping aspect out of it, especially if I have my kids or if I have at least one of them. The oldest one, she's asking a lot of questions. She's distracting me. I'm getting flustered and overwhelmed. I don't have to go on my phone and look up Simplicity and screenshot and, oh, let me go find it in my photo gallery. No. Written right here. Working smarter, not harder, okay? That's the first thing. But the second thing, I purchased a sewing journal. And I'm so excited about it. So I've dabbled with the thought of it before, but I've never seen one in person. So I'm shopping online for it. And these sellers, Amazon in particular, I never looked at Etsy. I don't know if they're available on Etsy. Now that it's in my head, I'll look at it. But on Amazon, I think sellers are trying to protect their product. And so they don't upload a picture of what the inside looks like, I guess, so people can't copycat it and make it and duplicate it and sell it themselves, right? So I'm not going to buy a book and I don't know what the inside looks like. All I'm seeing is the back cover and a description. That's not good enough for me, right? Well, I stumbled across this one and I looked at the reviews, and there was a customer who left a review with a picture of the inside, and it was so helpful. It's all I needed, and I purchased it immediately. So this is my sewing journal for 2024. It has the start date, the end date, the supplies that you need, an area for you to sketch it. You can add your samples of fabric or your lining sample or your interfacing sample. How did you like it? The difficulty, will you make it again? What was difficult? What went well? The thread that you use, the needle that you use, the stitch length and the stitch width and the supplies and the pattern and notes to my future self. I'm in love. I don't know what it is, but I am so excited to have this. And I've been filling it out. I am on my third make for the year or the month since it's January. And I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm attaching my fabric on here and what I enjoyed about it. I've really been filling it out and taking it seriously. And it's been so exciting. And yeah, I definitely recommend that. I'm so excited. 2024 is definitely my sewing year. And I hope you decide to join me for the ride, okay? So that is it. That's all I have for this week's Friday Sews. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, definitely consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe because we got a lot going on here. We got some recent makes coming up. We have some sew-alongs. We got some pattern reviews coming along. And I think I'm going to start vlogging because I'm getting a serger. And I want you guys to come along with me for the ride. So that's it. As always, I love you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.